Hello and welcome back. So my last video was talking about the NECA Toys last Ronin action figure, and I mentioned that I had initially been sent a knockoff version which I had to return. This today was returned to me undelivered with the seller supposedly gone away. I'm not surprised given these scammers. However, I thought I would take a moment to show this to everyone so that you know what you're on the lookout for when you're purchasing or you've been received the last Ronin figure in the mail. As you can see here, the box is identical. The pictures might be a little bit darker. I don't have the original box anymore, I'm afraid. I've been that. I wasn't expecting this back. Opening it up, you can see it's all the same. I don't have this. Did have the original insert, and this was in the plastic tray. Here you can see one of the legs has fallen off in transit. You can see the box is all scuffed up at the front, and that's what it was like when I purchased this. It has all of the original NECA wording here, so it's clear that they've taken a original box and either scanned it or just used the original or something for their fakes. So on the outset you may not notice that you actually have received a knockoff version. If we open this up and get the figure out, we'll have a look at it here. So some of the accessories aren't here for some reason, but yeah, okay. So as you can see here, our last Ronin knockoff figure is on a ball joint for the legs. That snaps back on, and I'm gonna bring in our. So this is the knockoff version. This is our legitimate NECA figure. You can tell this is a lot heavier than this figure. This figure is really, really light. Joints are loose. You can see here that the figure. I'm going to put the light on. Oh. Let's try. So here you can see the joints on the official one are ball jointed, but they're a lot tighter. You can if we look at the figure itself here, you can see the paint taps on the knockoff are off by quite a bit, especially on the shoulder pads. This shoulder pad is broken. The knockoff figure, its foot there is coming up. Joints are either really, really loose or just won't move at all in the case of the arm. Just put you down for a minute. So yeah, with the case of this arm, I can't move it at all. These legs are just stupidly loose. If you look here at the rope, it's a lot more frayed than our official NECA product. The knockoff version is missing a lot of the texture on the coats and things. The chest piece, as I was saying, is off center. Head is darker, and the grimace on this face doesn't seem exact. You see what I mean? It's almost, there's a big thick black line running through the teeth here, where it's a lot more subtle on this one. Paint tap on the bow staff is a lot paler. It isn't as sorry, I should say there, it's sort of a darker, mushier colour. It's not as consistent as this one. If we look at the mouth open head, you can see here the two pieces are misaligned and it's not sealed together properly. What else? This feels really flimsy. It's going to come off. The hood looks the same, but it's quite a hard piece. I think this one was a little softer. Let's take a look at the original. Yeah, that one's the original is actually softer. It's a little more pliable. This is a solid piece. I can see it snapping or caving under pressure. As I said, the weight on this is definitely off. It's a massive weight. It doesn't look quite as bulky a figure as the other one. You can see the browns on the belts are different. This is a lot darker with a lot more of a black wash on it. So yeah, overall there are subtle differences that once you're looking at the figure and playing with it, you will see and notice. But otherwise, it's hiding a lot of the, you know, if you were just a regular retail customer picking this up, you wouldn't necessarily know it was a knockoff. And as I said, the first time I received this, I didn't know it was a knockoff until I was playing about with it, and it was just the fact that it didn't feel like it. I mean, look here, that looks really thin and flimsy compared to that. It's a lot thicker, holds out a lot better. So yeah, overall, there are those subtle bits to look out for in seeing this figure, and something to be mindful of when you're out there purchasing it. Be careful. Take the time, assess the figure. You know, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't look right, then it might be a knockoff. Especially if the paint apps are off. NECA are normally really good with their stuff. So yeah, this is just something to be mindful of. I just want to put this video out here as a warning to others. These knockoffs do exist. They are out there. And unless, you know, you're 100%, you know, you're sort of wary that there are knockoff figures out there, then you may get scammed. So please be careful. Double check your figures. Thank you for watching.